Hello and a warm welcome back to the WE+Bike YouTube channel. Today I've brought you another extremely exciting bike. Frame material titanium, a gravel bike, the BULLS MACHE-Ti. It's dirty, there's a lot to tell. I'll introduce it to you right away. For those who have followed the gravel program of the BULLS brand a bit over the past years, there are the grinder models, which are aluminum. Gravel bikes, very classic frame shape, many mounting points. For example, there's also the daily grinder as a fully equipped gravel bike. Above or alongside the grinder, there is the Machete. The Machete is made of carbon. The frame is naturally a bit more progressive, a bit more sport-oriented, also in terms of design language. Naturally, it definitely appeals to athletic riders, and now, new for the model year 2025, the gravel lineup from BULLS will be expanded with the Mache-Ti. The model in brief, we have a classic gravel bike on 28-inch wheels. Frame material is titanium, fork is titanium. The bike, before I got it so dirty, I weighed it, and in frame size L it weighs 10.3 kilograms and costs 6,000 euros. The Mache-Ti is very special, also because of the titanium frame material. Although titanium bikes are already available on the market, BULLS has taken a very unique approach here. Because if you take a closer, in fact more detailed look at the frame, sure, it actually has the titanium surface, but the shapes somehow appear organic. For example, I always imagined titanium with classic round tubes. And that's not the case. And that was, as I discussed with a BULLS developer, clearly the goal in the development, a modern interpretation of titanium. Titanium, perhaps even somewhat inspired by the carbon design language. How did BULLS do it here? So we also have classic round tubes installed here. But these tubes are complemented with molded parts. Molded parts, for example, here at the front in the head tube area, the seat tube junction. It all looks very organic. Then it is assembled with the classic round tubes. The weld seams are ground down and are thus almost nowhere to be seen. So very, very organic. It becomes particularly noticeable when you look at the transition to the fork, because the fork is also a special feature. Many titanium bikes just have a carbon fork. No, it is also made of titanium and seamlessly integrates into the frame with the same design language. And that creates, in my opinion, a very unique look. And as the BULLS developer described it to me, such a reinterpretation of titanium fits very well here. With gravel bikes, it is important to be versatile. One person wants to go bikepacking, while another wants to attach a fender. The frame should be designed for that, and BULLS has not skimped on the attachment points in the Mache-Ti. You have bottle holders under the top tube, and on the top tube, of course, in the classic way, I've already attached a fitlock adapter here. You have the option to mount lowriders on the fork. You have the option to mount mudguards. So you are really well equipped for all accessories and all bikepacking tours. As I said, there is only one equipment variant, the Mache-Ti for 6,000 euros, and it is really solid and, in my opinion, very well equipped for its intended use. So, a titanium fork, you have a BULLS-specific cockpit, gravel typical, a slightly shorter stem. The handlebar with a bit of flair, meaning a spread outwards, also gravel typical, even has a bit of rise, as I would describe it from mountain biking. A comfortable width, you have a BULLS seat post, ergon saddle. The shifting and braking components come from SRAM. It's a SRAM Force Explore group. 38-tooth chain ring in the front, 10-44 in the back. The whole system is access, meaning wireless and electronically controlled. Also SRAM Force for the braking system, disc brakes, hydraulic 160 mm in the front, also 160 mm in the back. Regarding the wheels, and I'm pleased because you see it more and more now, Mavic All-Road SL carbon wheels I think fit very, very well into the overall concept. Because here we have the modern interpretation of a classic titanium bike, and then a rim with a relatively high profile, very, very wide, that fits very well. A carbon wheel set with a Schwalbe G1R tire. In 45 width, so really a very, very nice compromise, where the tire still rolls superbly and yet, due to its width, still provides the necessary damping properties for gravel use. And now I was allowed to, and I think you can see it on the bike, ride the bike for a while. It is indeed well. I do gravel from time to time. I really enjoy it, especially with this. In this muddy weather now, I really like to go out. In terms of geometry, it is very, very close, for those who might know, to the classic Machete. So it is indeed a sporty interpretation of a gravel bike, but with the necessary comfort. So you don't sit too stretched out on it, and the frame material titanium, I can't really describe it, but for those who ride a lot of carbon frames and then switch to titanium, it's just incredible. It's a completely unique feeling. You can even notice when stones hit the down tube, this bing, bing, bing. It's refreshing and unusual and unexpected that I find it beautiful in a way. There's a small catch with the Mache-Ti because this truly wonderful frame, or rather this indeed wonderful bike, is limited. The limitation is 100 pieces. That means anyone interested in this exciting bike should, I believe, visit their dealer to learn more about it. It's worth it, because I don't know of any other titanium bike that bridges the gap between classic and modern like this. And titanium is considered a very durable material. And for those who are absolutely fans of it and this interpretation, classic versus modern stance, should definitely take a look at this bike. I hope you enjoyed this brief introduction to the BULLS MACHE-Ti. I would be happy if you leave a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe to the channel for free so you won't miss when we introduce more exciting new products. And we'll see you again next time, fresh as ever. Until then, bye.